'Tis over, and her lovely cheek is now on her hard pillow, there, alas, to be nightly, through many and many a dreary hour, when, often wet with tears, and, ere at length her place is empty, and another comes in anguish, in the ghastliness of death, hers never more to leave those mournful walls, even on her bier. 'Tis over, and then right, with all its pomp and harmony, is now floating before her. She arose at home, to be the show, the idol of the day, her vesture gorgeous, and her starry head, no rocket, bursting in the midnight sky, so dazzling. When tomorrow she awakes, she will awake as though she still was there still in her father's house, and lo, a cell narrow and dark, not through the gloom discerned, not save the crucifix, the rosary, and the grey habit lying by to shroud her beauty and grace. When on her knees she fell, entering the solemn place of consecration, and from the latticed gallery came a chaunt of psalms, most saint-like, most angelical, verse after verse sung out, how holy the strain returning, and still returning, methought it acted like a spell upon her, and she was casting off her earthly dross, yet was it sad as sweet, and, ere it closed, came like a dirge. When her fair head was shorn, and the long tresses in her hands were laid, that she might fling them from her, saying, thus I renounce the world and worldly things. When, as she stood, her bridal ornaments were, one by one, removed, even to the last, that she might say, flinging them from her, thus I renounce the world. When all was changed, and, as a nun, in homeliest guise she knelt, veiled in her veil, crowned with her silver crown, her crown of lilies as the spouse of Christ, well might her strength forsake her, and her knees fail in that hour. Well might the holy man, he, at whose feet she knelt, give as by stealth 'twas in her utmost need, nor, while she lives, will it go from her, fleeting as it was, that faint and fatherly smile, that smile of love and pity. Like a dream the whole is fled, and they, that came in idleness to gaze upon the victim dressed for sacrifice, are mingling in the world, thou in thyself forgot, Teresa. Yet, among them all, none were so formed to love and to be loved, none to delight, adorn, and on thee now a curtain, blacker than the night, is dropped forever. In thy gentle bosom sleep feelings, affections, destined now to die, to wither like the blossom in the bud, those of a wife, a mother, leaving there a cheerless void, a chillness of the grave, a languor and a lethargy of soul, death-like, and gathering more and more, till death comes to release thee. Ah, what now to thee, what now to thee the treasure of thy youth as nothing but thou canst not yet reflect calmly, so many things, strange and perverse, that meet, recoil, and go but to return, the monstrous birth of one eventful day, troubling thy spirit, from the first at dawn, the rich arraying for the nuptial feast, to the black pall, the requiem. All in turn revisit thee, and round thy lowly bed hover, uncalled. Thy young and innocent heart, how is it beating? Has it no regrets? Discoverest thou no weakness lurking there? But thine exhausted frame has sunk to rest. Peace to thy slumbers,